Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do another practice lab for the CKAD exam. Let's look at the requirements. We're supposed to create an ingress, and there's supposed to be two services already running. So let's get that. There are the two services that are already running on different ports. We're supposed to create one ingress command that has two parts for two different domains and two different endpoints. The first one will use the first service as the backend. The second one will use the second service as the backend. So let's go to Kubernetes documentation and look up ingress. And the first one pops up. I'm going to use the example that has an FQDN on it, so it's easier to just copy paste. So if you keep going down, eventually you're going to get an example that has a domain name, so like that one. So let's grab that. Let's make an YAML file. Let's just say vi I for ingress YAML file. Paste what we got from the website. And did it say anything about the name? It didn't say anything about the name, so we will give it whatever name we want. Just say ingress example. And for the first one, the domain is fqdn1.com. So we'll change that, fqdn1.com. And the path for that is endpoint 1. Basically, whenever people hit fqdn1.com/endpoint1, Kubernetes will route that traffic to service 1. And here's the kind of a tricky part. You see there's a port number 80. That's not what they want. So if you look at the services, if you want to reach the backend successfully, you have to use the port that service is listening on. In this case is 5 ones. So let's edit the file again. 11111. So the backend will use service 1 on port 11111. Now that is done. So the second part will be easier because you can just copy paste. Let's see how many lines there are. So line 7 through 16, so that's 10 lines. We're going to copy paste those 10 lines. We have to make sure, you see there are two different rules, and the rules is an array. The dashes mean it's the beginning of an array. Each dash is an element. The second one is the dash is the beginning of the second element. And now we're going to change the domain name to 2, and we're going to change the endpoint to 2, and we're going to change the service to 2, and we're going to change the port to 5 2s because that's the port service 2 is listening on. So that should do the job. Let's see, kubectl apply minus f i.yaml. Complain. Let's describe the ingress example. And we see that's created. It has two different rules going to the right backends and whatnot. So I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please like and subscribe. That really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you next time.